Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we'll talk about one of the cool features of Haval H6. I'm talking about Headsup display. This is an alternative view for your driver's side screen. That means when you're driving, you don't need to look down. Rather, you can see important information such as driving speed, navigation on your windscreen itself. This is one of the good features which helps driver to continue focus on the road. In this video, I will be covering how to enable this function and how it can be customized. I'll also be demonstrating how to use shortcuts to enable or disable this function. Before I begin, if you like watching Haval's video and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then please do consider subscribing to it. There are lots of cool videos in pipeline and you don't want to miss those. Coming back to our video, to enable this function in Haval H6, you need to go to the vehicle settings. So for that, your car must be turned on. So when I turn on the car, so I turn on my car. Now go to the vehicle setting here. And from here, you can see HUD. So HUD stands for Heads Up Display. Here, right now, it's turned off position. If I turn it on, it will take a moment and then will pop up on your windscreen. So you can see that. So there are three different modes available. Let's talk about the first one, the normal one. So normal mode. So this is the way you would be seeing on your windscreen. So what informations are available? So you can see the navigation on the top left. This is the navigation bar. So if you're using Google Map or Apple Maps, then the navigation would be showing on your windscreen. And this will be your current speed. So what speed you're driving. This is a road sign signal. So Haval H6 is also able to detect the road signs. So it will show you the speed limit. So it's showing 120 is the speed limit and then there's no U-turn allowed. So that's also showing. You would also see the lanes information, so how your car is driving on the lane. So that is also available. And that on top, you can see that cruise control information. So if your car is on cruise control mode, so what is the cruise speed set? That will also be shown here. And the last one here, the call. So if you are receiving any call or you on the call, that call information will also be shown on the display. Sport mode is also same. The only difference is the how the information is displayed on the screen. So all information will remain same except you can see that there's a half circle here to show your speed. So more sporty look, and then last is a snow mode. Again same thing, all information remains same, but the fonts are changed to blue font. One thing to note here, this is very good display in terms of when you are driving on daylight. That time you might not be able to clearly see these white fonts on your screen. So I always prefer to use a snow mode. So that's my default mode when I use the HUD. Second setting we have is height adjustment. So if you want to adjust your height, you can use this. Now as you can see on the screen, if I reduce it, it will go down. If I increase, it will go up. So depending upon your driving position or seat position, you can decrease or increase the height. It can go maximum 21, I believe. Yeah, 21. So that's very on top. I don't want to keep it there, so I would prefer to keep it at just above the bonnet. All right, so yeah, this is the ideal position for me. Next one, talk about the brightness. Now if you see the brightness, again you can change the brightness from here. You can just drag it down and increase or decrease the brightness. Very simple forward. I always keep the highest brightness, gives me more visibility in daytime. Rotation adjustment, if you want to rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise, in that way you can change the angle. So if I do the minus, so you can see that it's going in the left hand side. Yeah, it was only -1. That's the maximum you can go. And then if you talk about plus, so you can change to plus. So here again, it will also go to right hand side. So it will tilt towards right hand side. I would keep as 0 degrees. So it's a straight line. Display content setting, there I talked about. So what information you want to see on the heads up display. As I said, drive assist information, which is your lane information. If you turn it off, now let's see that. So now you can see that your lane is gone. You won't be seeing the lane. Turn it on and you can see lane is available now. navigation information. So right now I am not using navigation, but if you disable this, you won't be seeing the navigation on the screen. Bluetooth telephony, so you don't want to see a call on your heads-up display, you can turn it off. Very straightforward. Now there are a few things you should also know. This is the main screen from where you can enable or disable the heads-up display. Now there are other ways as well which can be used to enable and disable, so let me talk about that. So there are a few shortcuts. One shortcut is that if you want to just disable the heads-up display, don't want to change any setting, drag this to down, and here you can see HUD and HUD star. If you don't want to use that, just disable that, and you can see that's gone now. Now if you want to enable it, you can again press it and it will come up in a moment. So it's now back. This one is for the mode, so it can change only 2 modes. So if I unselect this, it will go back to sport mode, right? And then if I select again, and then it will go to snow mode. So only 2 modes available. Normal mode is not available, but if I unselect this, then as I said, it goes back to sport mode. If I select this, it will come back to snow mode. Now one more option here which can be used, you can use your custom button. I have spoken about custom button in my previous videos. So this is the custom button I was talking about. Now if you hold it down here, just press it and hold it, and now it will take you to custom key. Right here, custom key is now visible. Now on this main screen there are options. So for here you can choose HUD. So if I select HUD now, okay, and now I can use this custom key to turn on and turn off the heads-up displays. I'll press again. Now you can see it's coming up on a screen. So that's how you can use custom button, or you can use this main screen option here, HUD on and off, to turn on or turn off the HUD heads-up display. Very good feature. I like this function very much, and I always use whenever I'm driving. So I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, please do ask. I would be glad to answer those questions if I can. Thanks for watching.